welfare mentality. I thought conservatives were supposed to be sort of, bootstrap people. Do it yourself.
I'm not one of these guys that's afraid to say that if they should pay us back in oil. I'm not afraid to say that. But if I do say that, then Bill's going to say, see, you guys wanted to go to war for oil.
I'm just wondering what the hell we get out of this. Bill, I'm sure you're against taking oil out of Iraq. But are you also against bringing... Of course you are. But are you against bringing democracy to Iraq? What do you think of that?
I think promoting credible democracy is the focus of any liberal foreign policy vision. I just don't think that's happening in Iraq.
What's incredible about what they're doing now? Every time they get a chance to vote, they do.
When you can't have a credible democracy when it's opposed from above by gunpoint, it's not going to be perceived as credible amongst the entire country. The support for this government amongst the Sunni population, for example, is very low.
The guns are being pointed at those who are voting. People went to vote to dip their fingers in the ink. The ones pointing the guns at them were the terrorists, were the insurgents, not us. We were providing security. We're giving these people a right to determine their own destiny.
But I agree with you, Andrew, that they should have a right to determine their own destiny. I don't think they're getting it right now, and that's why it's been helping the terrorists and strengthening them. If we put a credible democracy
hate us no
in
matter
a multilateral
what we
way, we could stabilize the region. It's not a question whether the Iraqis deserve it, Tucker. It's a question of what's best for our national security and global stability. Promoting credible democracy can do that. This war isn't doing that.
Wait. It is actually, I think, a question of that. I mean, you actually seem in agreement with President Bush in principle. Your point appears to be the same as his, that everybody has a right, and it's not clear where that right comes from, but just a right that emanates from something, to be free and to be living in a democratic society. I don't understand why we assume everyone has that right and why we should be responsible for making it real.
Because we're the freest nation on the planet.
I agree with Bush's rhetoric. I disagree with Bush's actions. I don't think he's sincere about his rhetoric. And I think it's our interest in promoting credible democracy because it helps us be secure. It brings stability.
Yeah, but where's the evidence? Okay, everyone says that kind of glibly. It's when people are free, democracies never fight each other. They just did, by the way. This summer I went to the war in the Middle East, two democracies fighting each other, Israel and Lebanon. But more to the point, where's the evidence exactly that a democratic Middle East is going to be good for us? Like, there's no evidence at all.
I'll give you some interesting evidence about that. And I agree with you. Democracies can fight each other, especially when it's not legitimate democracies or you have a one vote, one time like Nazi Germany. But take what happened in the Palestinian territories. They elected a government led by Hamas, which was a terrorist organization, still is. But the people that were elected actually started making moves to recognize Israel because they realized they had to govern. They couldn't be terrorists anymore. Unfortunately, not all of Hamas believes that, and that's why you still had people being kidnapped. But democracy was actually improving the situation. Unfortunately, the Bush administration didn't meet the moment and bring those guys along. They fostered more instability. Again, they weren't being sincere with their rhetoric.
You can't blame Bush for everything and the lunacy of what's going on in the occupied territories.
If Bill stubbed his toe on the way out of the studio, he blamed Bush.
All right. Well, I want to get your opinion. I want to get your views on something.